Now you will be asking, where's Metroid Prime? I've decided to, at least for now, bail on that playthrough, mainly because I had so many pauses in between streams, and I realized every single time that I had so much needed so much time to get back into the game. There's the ban. And no. There we go. So much time to get back into the game. And I just wasn't having fun with it anymore. Which is a shame because I love that game. But I think it's more of a game that I enjoy on my own, not as a content game. I'm also trying at least a little bit to focus more, become less of a variety gamer, at least for now. I'm a variety streamer. I still play plenty of different games in my own time. But I want to focus on at least like some general type of game. And I think, looking back, I think my best streams, my best content is made when I play retro RPGs, either that I'm discovering new, but that a lot of people have already discovered, or like they enjoy them, or that I love and I like to present them to people. They don't necessarily have to be like old, but they could have a retro vibe. Or they don't necessarily have to be like turn-based and JRPG. That's just one of the like types of RPGs that I mainly enjoy. So all that said, we're playing a game today that is very special to me. It will take up the Wednesday slot for not super long, because this game isn't that long. I'm sorry. This is the first RPG I've ever played in my life. Probably. I'm actually not entirely sure about that, but it should be the case. It's the first one that I remember playing, at least. It's called Mystic Quest Legend. At least that's what I knew it as. Outside of Europe, it was called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And it was specifically designed for like Western audiences as an introduction into the wonderful world of JRPGs. And to achieve that, it was dumbed down compared to their other games, the other Final Fantasy games, and made simpler, made to be like more of an introduction for stupid Westerners. And I really enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it. It was supposed to be an entry-level RPG, and it worked for me. Again, this is the first RPG that I remember playing. Now, in Europe, if you recall from me saying this pretty much every single Final Fantasy game we play, we didn't get a mainline Final Fantasy game until like 1998 or something like that, when Final Fantasy VII came out. So that's why this game isn't called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. They still printed part of the best-selling RPG series in the world on the box without mentioning which series, which confused the hell out of me as a kid. They just printed that on the box and decided, yeah, you figure out which series it is. And if you do, you can't even play it, idiot. European idiot. I like games. Sometimes I like games for dummies. But yeah, this is very nostalgic for me. Let's pump right in. I have no idea how loud this will be, by the way. I played around with my audio settings. I'm not thinking ahead, so... Oh, that looks fine. Fuck it. I didn't mean to disturb that. I wanted to let it rock at least for a little bit. Because I like the dancing crystals. Now this is the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest ROM. Because on the fly, the only ROM that was called Mystic Quest Legend that I found was in German, which I obviously didn't want to do. Yeah, very flashy in the beginning. So we're playing in English and we're playing the US version of this game, but it should be identical. Now, obviously, today this game is mostly known for two things. It's mostly known for being like a dumbed down small Final Fantasy for babies, and for having amazing music. It's my first playthrough in English. Yeah, I've seen a playthrough in English. I think there may be some translation things. This is back when, especially the US and like Nintendo of America or like the US sections of developers and publishers took a lot of liberties bringing games to the West from Japan. And sometimes even in German, the German translators, but they did it way less than the US ones. We'll see. My village is gone. What on earth is going on? This place is going to sink any second. Let's climb up quick. I love how it pretty much starts with you like losing your village, and this is never addressed. You may have psychological drama, but hey, that's just how it is. Press the B button and jump across. That's something I still like in this game. You have like very slight overworld interactions. It's not a lot, but it's more than most Final Fantasy games, at least up to this point. So I admire it for that. You see also the story is just barraging through. We don't have time for nuance. Look over there. That's the focus tower, once the heart of the world. An old prophecy says, the vile four will steal the power and divide the world behind four doors. At that time, the night will appear. The prophecy has now come true. Four monsters have locked the doors of the focus tower and escaped with the keys. They're draining the light from the four crystals of the earth, and the world is in chaos. The people are in desperate need of help. Ben, only you can save the crystals and the world. Me? Yes, you, Ben. Only you could be the knight spoken of in the prophecy. Why? Literally, why? Look out, a monster! Well, it is turn-based. I mean, it was supposed to be an introduction to Final Fantasy at the time. Because, although this came out after Final Fantasy IV, I'm pretty certain. And by this point, the mainline Final Fantasy games had already adopted the active time battle system. But this is like true turn-based. We can run, we can't run. I think if we try to run, the game just ends. Because we can't, and the freaking behemoth is going to fuck me up. Well, control doesn't do anything, let's just battle. We only have our sword. Swing! I always love the sound effects. I also love, and this is something, again, the details in this game that I love are rarely seen in a lot of other games, at least like Final Fantasy games of the time. I love that the sprites change when you damage them. Normal enemies have like two different sprites, one for being hurt and one for not being hurt. And bosses have like 4 or sometimes 5, I think. Defeated the enemy. Nice crit me. And I like that. Why haven't more games done this? This is such a... I mean, it's not simple. You have to draw more sprites, which is work. But it's such a cool way of getting like a little bit more interaction out of the fights. Mainly because these don't move at all. Like in some other games, at least, sprites move. Like enemy sprites move when they do an attack or something. But this, hey, thank you so much, Carolyn. Oh, seems like a follow bot. Well done. I don't do follow backs. I don't know if it's a bot or not. Well, what was I saying? I'm now full on out of my loop. It's such a nice little interaction, and I think it, especially like mainline Final Fantasy games, would have really profited from like having this section of sprites, like bosses showing that they're hurt. Seems somewhat right. At last I found a true knight. But you said you were sure I was the one. Well, actually, it was more of a guess. The signature move that Cloud would later get, and they both were purple. Forget it. Oh, forget it. Just tell me where I can find the crystals. It's up to you to find them. Space is becoming dangerous. Follow me to the level forest. I never understood that name. Is it where you level? Who is that guy anyway? Is it because you level there, or is it because it's on like level ground compared to the mountains that we come from? I would like to heal, by the way. There you are. What do you think I should do first? Save the crystal first. See ya. Meow. This guy is incredibly unhelpful and I love him. But yeah, we have some overworld interactions. You can see we can jump, which is more than I can say for pretty much any other JRPG of the time. We can even use our like weapons on the overworld. And we get different types of weapons, and they all have different use cases in the overworld. The sword, for example, can like push switches. We can't use them to attack enemies on the overworld. That's still relegated to the turn-based screen. But hey, at least we get something out of it. That boulder's blocking my way back to town. Would you shove it aside? Sure, let me just jump over you. Thank you. If you want to go through this forest, find Kaylee in Foresta and show her this. It's a tree wither. Now we got the nice overworld theme. Again, the music in this game is bloody fantastic. Always has been, especially the fighting music. I've actually used music from this game, both in the original state as well as like orchestrated versions of it. For I don't know why I said bloody fantastic. I don't usually have that much of a British slang. Only when I curse, for the most part. Say like bloody bastard, for example. I don't really know why or when that started. What I want to say? I'm really not good at, like, I shouldn't go off on tangents because I lose my train of thought. Yeah, I have no idea anymore. The monster can drain energy from a person. I'm really just a child. Oh, that sucks to be you. Oh, I used the music, both orchestrated versions as well as the original versions, when like DMing for a TTRPG to set the mood, or especially during fights. Strange trees are growing in the level forest. The Crystal of Earth is to the north, in the Bone Dungeon. Well, I've always wanted to go to a Bone Dungeon. Found cure. Is it made of bones? Yeah, it's not because you go there to bone, although that was the joke. Kaylee can talk to the tree spirits. Or does one get boned? Sure, I'll save. I didn't want to save, but here we go. I got a spell! So there are 12 spells in this entire game. There are 3 white magic spells, 4 white magic, 4 black magic spells, and 4 wizard spells, which are like elemental spells. And they use the spell point system that the like amount of cast system that Final Fantasy had during the like for Final Fantasy 1 and 3 effectively. You also get like armor and weapons, but you automatically, in the type of weapon that you have, you automatically equip the best one. You can't go back to the steel sword, for example, when you get a better sword. Oh, hello. These are the unimportant chests. By the way, when I played this game as a child, I didn't find like half the spells. Can you save all 4 crystals? Nah, I'll stop at 3 probably. You're tired, have a rest in the bed. Thank you very much. I also left it so. This will probably be my first playthrough where I actually control the other party member. Because when a party member joined, and as you can see in the bottom, you can only have 1 at a time. And they don't level, they have a fixed level. When they join, they are set to automatically, like, they are act to auto-act. And this is actually, I mean, the game is not hard, so why would you do it? But as a child, it was pretty helpful, because they are pretty much just like input reading, and they realize before when you die, so they use the resurrection spell on you. Also, one thing that freaking Final Fantasy VII can't offer that this game does, saving everywhere. That should be a standard. My husband, Mac, forgot his captain cap. I hope nothing happens. On Kaylee. There's a tree blocking the level exit of the north exit of the level forest. I could chop down the tree, but monsters have taken over the forest and I can't get to it. I can help you with that. Come on, let's go. Don't you dare take Kaylee anywhere dangerous? Listen, Mom. Hey, that tree wither looks awful. How much the trees must be suffering. Okay, you win. What do you mean you win? I didn't... Okay. Don't worry, Mom. Kaylee joined. You can see she's level 3. And she's set to auto. How do I... Does it select? Does it start? There we go. Now she's on manual. And she has an axe. More potions. Take care. I sure will, Mom. I know a lot of people dislike this, but I really liked how they show your HP. So you have these yellow bars, and every small bar is 1 HP. So an entire bar is 40. And then you can see with Kaylee, she has like 2 blocks underneath. Those are each another bar of 40. You can put it to, yeah, just like a number. But I actually like this. It's not that easy to read, to be completely honest, but it's unique. And that's how I played as a child. So I'm going to stick with that. Also, there's no like free roam on the overworld. You just go on a fixed route between points of interest. Let me cut this with my axe. Forgot to reach the north exit. I love, by the way, that, spoiler, at least maybe when I put some energy into the battlefields, which are kind of like the grind spots of this game, I'll get some levels. But usually, if you just play through this game normally, even though you're the legendary hero, every single person that joins your party is a higher level than you. Every single one. Brownie? Missed. Amazing. You can see like this. I mean, before it disappeared, the slime got smushed. That's the damaged sprite. I love that they even show you the damaged sprite. Even when they die, they just phase through it. Like those guys have a mohawk. You can see it better when I attack. Yeah. I'm the hero of the hearts. Yeah. Without me, these people wouldn't even go on an adventure. Also, this music, again, this music. I love it so much. Why do I miss so much, though? How does the thing stab me? No. My strong suit isn't my strength. True, also I'm almost dead. Hey, level up. Like, I'm pretty sure I should... I always press the wrong button. I'm pretty sure that they all have... Yeah, I think every single party companion has the life spell to resurrect. Aha! And finally I can one-shot the slimes. There isn't a lot of reason to go like off, like out of my way. They kinda do, yeah. I mean, they want to give you, again, introductory RPG. They want to give you, like, the easiest experience. And also, I do gotta say, even though... Nice crit. Even though, nice, another level up already. Even though I generally, today, prefer, obviously, actively controlling my party members, all of them. I can't lie. Getting saved by your companion feels pretty good. Like then automatically, it does feel more like going on an adventure with a buddy than like controlling an entire party. And I kinda dig that. I don't prefer it for the entire game, but I do like it when other like RPGs give you like a temporary party member that you don't control. Silver did the same thing when you're around with Grandpa. Grandpa is just an NPC dude. He plays himself basically, but later on you get party members that you control directly. But for a while, it just feels like you're going on an adventure with your grandpa. I was very confused as a child that the heal potions don't heal you. I still don't know where it's from. But it's in all Final Fantasy games. Heal is not a heal. A heal gets rid of status effects. While Cure heals your health points. I always found that kind of confusing. It's not heal. It's not, they're not a wrestling villain. This is the evil tree I was talking about. Oh no, ooh-ha-ha-ha, surprise! It's Minotaur that pepper sprayed Kaylee. Cure does sound more like first aid's effect and heal more for HP, I agree, but it's not. That's not how it is in Final Fantasy. He poisoned me just as he did the trees. And then she does a little dance and now we're fighting. And we hear the greatest JRPG song, one of the greatest of all time. This is just a fucking, like, metal power ballad. And I love it. Oh, roundhouse kick. Stop kicking Kaylee! Oh my god, she's dead. I think I'm dead. I don't have any magic left. Because I can't resurrect. Yeah, I'm dead. Give up? No. That's very nice of the game, though. Also, one of them, one of the things is that just that you can just immediately restart every single encounter. Nice crit. In the beginning, you don't really have too many options. Now it's just banned on to attack me. Actually, let me... And the enemies do. They do a lot of damage. Nice, that's the last one. Or does he fall down? No, I think he just dies after this. Yeah, there we go. So because enemies can also crit, it actually can create a situation where you're just fucked. Kaylee, what happened? She got pepper sprayed. I'll be okay. As soon as I take elixir. That's in the sand temple. I assume in an outraged voice. Don't worry, I get it. And take this axe with you. Ooh. Do I have to give that back to you after I give you the elixir? Because then I maybe won't do it. I'll be back. I'll be back. And we got an axe. And with an axe, obviously, we can chop down trees. So we got another form of overworld interaction. Also, these sound effects are like etched into my brain. Let me get to a bed. So I think there's something here. These brown chests, by the way, this here, they refill after you leave an area and come back. We could just farm 99 cure potions in the forest because the chests just fill back up. The the like big chest, you can see this one is back. Oh, this one is not a heal bed. I'm only allowed to sleep in this one. Yeah, this game is supposed to be easy. Or let's rather say it's supposed to be forgiving. There's also... No, you have to actually leave the area. How do I... Yeah, okay. Shoulder buttons to switch weapons. But we can use different weapons in combat as well. And for the most part, except for like one exception, it's just, we just check what damage we have. This is a battlefield. Since there are just there's no overworld exploration, there are no random battles. There are no random battles in the entire game. But there's these battlefields, they have fixed amounts of encounters. And when you finish the last encounter and you deplete the battlefield, you usually get something. I never did these as a kid. Even though they're supremely easy. You can just restart every single battle. You can come back and heal in between. Some of these have like spells or equipment at the end of them, so I do want to do them this time around. It shouldn't make the game... I mean, this game is fairly short, so why not? Also, we get to hear more of the music. This I love, by the way. I attacked this tree, which looks cool, by the way. The sprite work in this game is amazing. It looks very early Super Nintendo. Like, this is not as complex as like a Final Fantasy VI or a Chrono Trigger. This could realistically be, except for the like more diverse colors, this could almost be on the NES. But I do like the design decisions in the sprites. I hit this tree with an axe. Mad Plant is weak against axe attack. I like that. So there are enemies that are also just weak to like different weapons. But usually you don't really need to pay that much attention to that. Before I do the battlefield, let me go to the Sand Temple. This is like an 80s power ballad. Or like rock ballad. Empty! Looking for some cure, kid? First of all, my name is Ben, and I'm looking for elixir. I'll sell you some for, say, 9,000 GP? Well, I am a music nerd, I know. Hey, Davey, good to see you. How are you, man? Whoa, that's way too much. Listen, kid, this stuff is precious, right? My allowance is only 2 GP a month. Kid, I don't know how to tell you this. You said in the beginning that your village is gone. I don't think you have an allowance anymore. I don't think you have parents anymore. And let's do it this way. Karate Wednesday is back. Nice. I'm going to the Bone Dungeon to find treasure. You come with me and help. If I get the treasure, you get the elixir. Do I have any choice? When do we go? There's a battlefield nearby. Why don't you whack a few monsters there and maybe win something, kid? My name's Ben. I don't think he tells you about the battlefields in the German version. But we got our next compatriot, Tristan. Which, to me as a, like, 7-year-old child or whenever I played this, was just the coolest motherfucker ever. No, Davey, I decided to, for now, bail on Metroid. For a few reasons. Mainly was because I wasn't really looking forward to every single stream figure out where I was and where I needed to go. It was a hurdle that I had to overcome every single time, and it made me not want to play the game. And I'm doing this to have fun, so I decided to, let's switch it up. I will play, I also will try to just focus more generally on like retro RPG type games. I decided to switch it up a little bit. Just like the tiniest bit of focus. But I said last time, like Sunday, that I will play probably a game like this on the Wednesday slot. And then after this is done, I will, until Final Fantasy VII is done, play that on both days. Just so we can like get through a game as big as Final Fantasy VII in a somewhat reasonable manner now. And this game is hugely nostalgic for me. I love how he does as much damage as I do. Even though I do like extra damage with the axe. I always thought he had like a turtle shell on his back, like Tristan. I don't know, I just like this guy. There isn't really that much interaction with like different characters, but hey, for kid me it was enough. He's a ninja and he's ninja stars. Of course I think he's cool. You kept getting transferred randomly to other German streamers seemingly no reason. Weird. Twitch is sometimes weird, man. Aha, freaking Tristan. But yeah, look, he's like level 7. He's insanely higher than I am. But I'm the legendary hero. Just not legendary enough to be the strongest character in my own party. Oh, yes, the toads. I do remember, like, almost every single one of these, like, damaged sprites. That's wild. That I just have them... Oh, wait a second. No, not fireworks. My doorbell rang. And as of right now, I am proud owner of a slow cooker. Because it just arrived. I forgot that it was shipped with Amazon. And Amazon... the Amazon delivery comes really late where I live. I wasn't expecting it at all, and I mean, Kikon, you know my doorbell. It's basically just white noise. It's just an and I was very confused hearing that through the headphones until I realized, oh yeah, that's my doorbell. I've never had a slow cooker before. I'm really looking forward to using it. I need to make bone broth. Which I haven't done in a long while because, well, mainly because I just find it annoying to tend to the freaking bowl an entire Sunday or so. What do we get? Clean them out. Oh, we just get XP. I can buy it in the supermarket, but it's better if you make it at home. I just like making broth. I do like several different things, like... I don't want to say base ingredients, but I also like making like sauces, or... I always wanted to pickle my own cucumbers. I did my own chili oil. Stuff like that I love to do. And I just love to make broth and have it around. Especially for soup. Or for drinking. I actually use quite a bunch of not like jarred, but what's it called? Like broth in glasses. But that's just for like under the week cooking. During the week cooking. It's not bottled, it's actually like just in a glass. It's not, what I want to say, it's not diluted. I just buy undiluted broth because it's the best one for like soups and stuff. But there's stuff for under the week, during the week cooking. I do like to just make broth and have it in my fridge because it just tastes so good when you make it yourself. Biltong is amazing. Do you have a dehydrator or do you make it in a regular oven or do you just dry it out? Like outside or something? I've never done any like jerky type food, but I want to. I got poisoned by the toad. Oh, your air fryer has a dehydrating setting. Yeah, that's probably like the best way to go about it. Actually, I'm gonna save. I haven't done that in a while. You can just do it in an oven. It's not as good though. And depending on how the weather is, obviously you can dry it outside. But where I live, even when it's super hot, oftentimes it's like there's relatively high humidity, which means they don't really dry out. That sounds amazing as well. A friend of mine had like a place for a horizontal spit in his oven, and we used that to make like grilled chicken once. Have it like actually rotate in the oven. But no oven that I've ever owned had like a way to implement that. Yeah, like a premix, definitely a nice idea. It's I've made shawarma. That's not how you say it. Shawarma? I don't know how to say it. I did that once myself. But I mean, I'm from Germany, so Döner kebab is it's pretty much all the way like, what am I doing? Where am I? In what menu am I? There we go. There are like 7 Döner places. 10 minutes by foot from my apartment. It would definitely be more difficult for me to get actually good like lamb meat than to just get a freaking Döner myself. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this slow cooker. It's always so funny to me that outside of Germany, it's just, I mean, it is kind of typically German. I know that obviously Döner is based in Turkish cuisine, and by now even in Turkey you can get like the Döner kebab in bread, which wasn't the case, as my understanding goes, like 50 years ago. But it is a Turkish dish invented in Germany by a Turkish immigrant. And it's fantastic. I mean, it's a mainstay in like German street food. Oh, I want a charm. There are even 2 or 3 in a 1 kilometer radius from your place, and no, you do not live in a big town. That's funny. Oh yeah, it gives like 1 defense. Nice. Yeah, chilies, curry stews. I will probably use mine for a good amount of like prepare cooking. Like actually just have something going in there, slowly cooked, and then when I get home, I just have something nice to eat for the evening. There ain't actually, I mean, the ones around where I live aren't actually that, they're good, but they're not the best dinner I've ever had. I have to think about where I had the best one. There's a really nice one in Hamburg that I went to while I was in university a couple of times. There are just a few amazing ones all around. And they're really, usually it's the pizza thing, right? Usually they're never bad. They're just a very good baseline food that you can always count on. It's always there for you. Yeah, definitely. Now we're in the bone dungeon, though. Yeah, sure. Let's go here. I actually used up quite a bit of Tristram's ninja stars. I don't know what he does when he doesn't have any ninja stars anymore. I mean, we're going to get some relatively soon. Also, I always loved how the worms look. This was before I knew anything like Dune related. But I always loved these enemies even then. Oh yeah, that's always the best thing when they do their bread themselves. Oh, what is it called, Davey? I haven't actually paid attention to it yet. I can't do anything with that yet. The last one that I know of is the Quarry. The casting of Frank Stone. Sounds pretty cool. I recently... Near something? Am I misremembering? I think I'm misremembering. I watched a playthrough of a different horror game. It was called Still Wakes the Deep. It's on a... Oh, that looked really cool. It's on a... like North Sea Scottish... oil platform. Oil rig. That's the word. Pretty short and sweet adventure. The voice acting, fantastic. They all have like Scottish accent. And you can tell that the voice actors are all definitely Scottish. Because they just sell it. It's amazing. One of the best voice acting I've heard this entire year comes from Still Wakes the Deep. Prologue seems to be good so far. Nice. As I said, I've got on record saying that I enjoyed seeing... I mean, I've never played the games except for Until Dawn. But I enjoy seeing all of even the Dark Anthology games that a lot of people didn't really like. I enjoyed all of those. I think it's a fun little horror trip. Like, very distinct style. And I love to see them succeed. Doors sealed shut. Well, here goes. Well, some more than others. I think that just comes with producing multiple different games, obviously. But I think all of them, I left all of them positively. What's this? Aren't these something? I'll sell you some cheap. How about 50 explosives for 30 GP? Sure. Now we have our third weapon type, which is just straight up bombs. It's just bombs. We just got bombs. And bombs are AE damage, AoE damage. So we can just chuck some bombs at these. I always felt like, because except for Tristan, but only during like the cutscene where he opens the way through. And since, yeah, well, you use a sword, no one else uses a sword. But the other weapons that you use are weapons that other characters use. So I always felt like bombs are your unique weapon. And for the most part of the game, for a long time of the game, these do the most damage. So you're just the legendary knight who fucking chucks bombs at everything. Heavily based on the movie The Thing. Oh, I love The Thing. I should rewatch The Thing. No. Because apparently he does more damage with his ninja sauce. He's a ninja. He doesn't like throwing bombs, I guess. But he shows us how to use them, like in the beginning again. Obviously the bad part that they are AoE is that... Oh no, I'm blind. Is that when there's more enemy, they do less damage per hit. Oh, you stay blind, right? You keep negative status effects in this game. Nice one, dude. Yeah, blind means you're looking the wrong way. I love that. I mean, they had very limited ways to show... to show what was going on, okay? Hello, worms. Are you ready to be bombed? God damn it, Tristan. Can you hit, please? Like, oh, this is a freaking quicksand animation. Well, goodbye. The AI what? Chold? There are some places here where I know you can just like walk through the wall to get somewhere else. Oh, hello. It's a Gorgon. We remember that guy from the beginning. Never had the Dune worm written. What? We're trying to write the name of the Dune worm? It's Shai Hulud. I mean, if you tried that, you weren't even close. Bomb! I loved this as a child. This was very exciting to 17-year-old me. It's also exciting to 17-year-old me, but I meant 7-year-old me. Ah, now you're closer, but still not there. It's SHAI hyphen HULUD. I could be wrong about the hyphen. Maybe it's 2 words, but I think it's hyphenated. Yeah, 17-year-old me and 27-year-old me probably also thought this was amazing, seeing like the explosions go like alternating. That's not a hyphen, that's an apostrophe, but other than that, it's correct. The Letters are correct. But again, I could be wrong about the hyphen. So maybe it was with an apostrophe. I haven't read Dune in a long time, so I haven't actually seen it written in a while. Also, yeah, this game does have a lot of palette swaps, like palette swapped enemies. So just enemies or bosses from like older areas getting a new color palette and becoming regular enemies, or even sometimes bosses again. It's been the thingy on the same button of number. It's a squiggly line? That's not the technical term for it, but... yeah, it's the... it's the opposite problem of what a lot of people who only read have when they try to pronounce something for the first time. And... they just don't know how to say it because they only ever saw it written. I always loved like the glowing eyes. It does? Mine doesn't. Mine has an asterisk and a squiggly line. Oh wait, no. I'm an idiot. That's plus. That's not number. Yeah, you're 100% correct. Seeds! I don't even know what those do. They don't tell me. It's just seeds. You're an idiot. I'm not an idiot. You're an idiot. I just got seeds, okay? That was nice. Now I'm finally, okay. It looks like it's going in the different direction, but apparently it's not. I was very confused by the seeds, okay? I couldn't look at my keyboard the right way. I mean, it is hashtag, but it's like more traditionally, it's the number symbol. Those necks do not look good. We found Quake! That's our first black spell, right? Yes. It's so easy to run past spells in this game. I love the basilisk just like... oh man. I love the sprites in this game. Should probably heal. I think the boss is coming up. Yeah, there it is. The Minotaur lost the horns, yeah. Sure. There we go. Again, love this design, and Of course, also love this boss music again that we're getting again now. You'll never beat me. I have the power of the crystal of earth. Look at that dino, Flamerous Rex. Let's quake him. Oh, he quaked us. I remember that he can like throw his rib as a boomerang. That did a lot, but he didn't go into the next sprite. Oh, that was quite a bit. There goes the rib. Oh, not? Yeah, we're using the third quake, my boy. So good. Oh my god, and I'm dead. Why did it do so much damage? Why do I have less HP than Tristram has, even though we're the same level? Yeah, it's really nice. I can't excuse... God damn it. I can't excuse... He slapped me! That they reuse... Oh my god! Yeah, I'm dead. This is what I mean with having the, like, other party member auto-control can be really crucial, because sometimes you just die from, like, one high attack. And he just resurrects you same turn, because he is a cheating bastard. But I can excuse the like sprite flips, like that other enemies often come back with like a different color palette, because every single enemy has multiple sprites for the fight itself, and I think that's cool. Also, this is not supposed to be like a giant, insanely epic adventure. It's supposed to be a neat little smaller type of adventure. Could you attack the other guy, please? He's also there. Can we diversify the attack pattern a bit? Thank you. Yeah, it really is like a little small stroll of an adventure. Back to this guy. Yes, this was always and only in Super Nintendo game, baby. Oh no, it wasn't. But it's super early. It's very early Super Nintendo. That's why the sprite work is kind of basic, but I love it. And also, they didn't obviously put their A-team on this. Like, when this was in development, the main Final Fantasy team was working on Final Fantasy V. Nice crit. Does that do it? No, it just falls down. But yeah, the sprite work is simpler than other games, but I can excuse it for all the reason I just said. This was 1992. I think that's the same year that Final Fantasy IV came out. That should be it. There we go. He did give me the side eye, yeah. Again, for a lot of people, this was the first JRPG. It was the first RPG for me. The gameplay does differ, yeah. You only have 2 party members. It's very simplified. There are less spells. There's just like less stuff in general. It's supposed to be an introduction to the genre. This is why it's really simplified. It is by definition Final Fantasy Light. But they did put the Final Fantasy name on it in the US to sell more copies because Final Fantasy 1 had been selling pretty well there for the NES, and 4 was coming out, or had come out just before or just shortly after. So Final Fantasy was a known series, while in Europe there hadn't been a Final Fantasy game. So they changed the title to Mystic Quest Legend and just said it's an introductory RPG. And hey, it worked on me. RPGs are my favorite genre by now. Have been for like 10 plus years at this point. Look, the crystal. Never mind that, get a load of this stuff. I'll keep this. Oh, here's what you wanted. Thank you for the elixir. I was very confused as a child because I thought I had to grab the crystal. And you can't. No, you just have to liberate it, I guess. And we get the sand coin, which is our way to the next area. Look, I've got to go. See you around, kid. Got the signature move. Again, that Cloud would later steal for Final Fantasy VII. Though he does like a head shrug, so at least he varies it. And now we have these whatchamacallits, like quicksand tiles. Make it easier for us to get around, except for the end, for the literal last screen, where we rode the quicksand into the dungeon. And so to get out, we actually have to fight quite a few enemies. But hey, by now we're big and old and strong. We're level 7 up in this. Oh, and we can go through here now, because we can bomb this skull. See, I almost ran past that. It's a steel shield. Probably just gives more. That gives 5. From 7 to 12 is pretty sizable difference. It doesn't really do auto battles, but you can set your companion. You only have one companion. And you can set your companion to auto battle, which is actually the default. When you get a companion, they are set to auto act in battle, but you always control your character. But since I'm not like, since I haven't been a child anymore, I really wanted to play like with manual control. Since this game is not so hard, it can be cheap sometimes, but it's not hard. No. I laugh because the funny thing is the party members, like not your main character, but the other party members, they don't level at all. They have a fixed level every single time you get one. And it's always higher than you, at least when you get them. Even though you're the legendary hero. I love this game for its quirks. And its music. The music is so good. Aw, friggin' basilisks. Ow, ow. There we go. Hey, look at all this green frickin' forest. That we greened up because we restored the earth crystal. The story's not that strong suit. Look, I'm a little girl again. Weren't you an old man? I mean, the old thing I get, but weren't you like a man? It does have some vibes. I mean, they're from the same developers, so you can see some people that worked on this also worked on Chrono Trigger later. Hurry and give Kaylee the medicine. I'm gonna loot your stuff first. Ben, is it really you? It's been like half an hour, lady. I was trying to be quick. Here's the elixir. Thank you. Now I can visit Spencer and Aquaria. Fine. Why don't I go to Aquaria first and look around? Where is it? It's through the focus tower and to the northeast. Take care. Again, this story does not have time for nuance. It's just, come on man, get going. That's focus tower, northeast. There you go. Thanks for saving us and the trees. Go save the crystals. Ness? This looks like frickin' Ness. I wanna go here. I wanna hear Mac's stories again. I think this is the house where I can sleep in. Yeah, also more refilling chests to plunder. Alright, man, Davey. Thank you so much for dropping by. Appreciate it, as always. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and hope to see you soon, man. Actually, I'm going to take the chance, before we head into the next section of the game, to take a very quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Yes, I did reset the counter after I got some backlash from a certain someone last time for not doing it. This time I did. I don't have a lot of bombs anymore. I mean, you can just freaking quake every single person and then go back and sleep. God damn it. No. I hate confusion. At least confusion doesn't stay. really annoying is when the game suddenly gets, God damn it. Yeah, like, now he's paralyzed me. I'm just at his mercy now. Now I'm blind, now I'm paralyzed, now I'm blind, now I'm confused. What is this? I missed. Now I hit myself, but I missed because I'm blind. This is what I mean with the game is not hard, but it can be cheap. Status effects. I mean, if I recall correctly, there is like a ribbon type item in this game that makes you immune. Jesus. Well, I'm dead. That makes you immune to all status effects. Because I know that later on, like, I'm not sure if it's just the last boss, but definitely the last boss has, like, an attack where he turns both your characters to stone at once, and then you're just dead. When you turn to stone, you're dead. Yeah, Sea Cleaner... I did use it for a while, but I heard a lot of people saying you shouldn't, and by now I can see why. It does produce quite a bit of errors. But hey, I mean, that's good that you cleaned up a bit then. Mine didn't find anything though, but I mean, it's I had it I had a scan just like a few weeks ago, and then I think it found like 1 or 2 things. Nothing major, but yeah. The thing is, Sea Cleaner, like actually the cleaning part, it did help me with my old PC to help things like stable at least for a bit. That's why I use it there, but I haven't even installed it on this PC. It didn't need it so far. And it does produce quite a bunch of problems. I love the... I mean... Okay, well, now I mentioned it when the fight is done. But again, look at the, like, sprite work of the battle arena. Look at the frickin' clouds. I think this is so cool. They didn't need to go this hard. With the music, with the battle screens, with the sprite work. They didn't have to go this hard, but I appreciate that they did. Thank you. Oh, and I got another level up. Nice. Ow. I don't even know what you get from here. I know, again, that sometimes at the end of these battlefields you get spells or equipment. But most of the time you just get extra XP or, like, gold. And gold is really like a... If I remember correctly, gold is like a non-factor in this game. Though I would love some more bombs now. I don't really have a good source of them. Yeah, we got extra gold. How much gold do I have? There we go, 579. Well, it did give quite a bit. It gave 150. I don't recall if there's a shop in the next town for me to buy bombs at. Actually, I don't think there are any shops in this game. They're just people, singular people who sell you a singular thing. Very specialized, yeah. Off to the focus tower, the center of the earth. I love how the two other areas that we can't go to yet are obscured by clouds. Also, this music. You can, by the way, just go through here. I'm not going to, because I have no recollection what's, like, around here. Well, absolutely fucking nothing. Okay. There's absolutely no reason not to go through there. Well done, Ben. Remember, Captain Mac will be crucial to your quest. A girl named Phoebe can help you. But I'm going to Aquaria. Maybe you find her along the way. Goodbye! Yeah, you can just absolutely go through here. I felt amazing as a child when I found that. Nice. Some more bombs. We can go through this door. Basically, these are the doors to the different realms. I think it's the only thing that we can do here. And that's what we got the thingamajig for. What's it called? The sand coin. There's a sword on the coin. So, it opened. So this is, in the loosest sense of the term, pretty much the hub. I mean, this is where you go to the other places. So there's a spell down here, isn't there? There it is. I definitely missed this one as a child because I was like, oh, door. Like I did right now, but I didn't go back because I was a stupid 7-year-old. And I still enjoyed my time with this game. Fire. I think that's a wizard spell. No, it's. I know this is not. It's not top to bottom the order in which you get these spells, but this irritates me. It's not even alphabetically. What is happening? But hey, we got another spell. We can test it out on this battlefield, or we can just get the companion. It just makes the battlefields more easier. The Libra Temple. Now we get those bombs. Thank you very much. Hi! It's hopeless. I give up. Aquaria is frozen. People are sick. Grandpa is trapped. What? Wait, have you ever heard of a man named Spencer? Dude, uncalled for. She's having issues. Don't just interrupt her train of thought. Why, he's my grandpa. What luck, let's go free him. I mean, if you hadn't known him, Sucks to be you, but since we're looking for the same person, we're good to go. Oh, we can't. I'm going home. What's your name? Where are you from? Bro, take no for an answer. I'm sorry, I'm Phoebe from Aquaria. You are Phoebe? Then I'm going with you. A creepy old man told me to. I really forced myself on her, huh? But hey, Phoebe is one of the best companions in this game. Also, she has the cat claw, and she's level 15! Look at this! She's level 15. She's 7 levels higher than I am. And I've done every single battlefield. She's way higher. I mean, you have her for longer than the other characters, so because they don't level. She has to have a higher level at the start because she has to stay relevant for longer. Because you do 2 dungeons, or like 2.5 dungeons with her. Like 2 actual dungeons and a mini dungeon. She's also the character that you end the game with. I mean, spoiler, I guess. You get her back later. You get every single character you have in your party 2 times. Which I think is cool. I like that the characters come back. They're not, again, they're not amazing. But they are fun. They're fun enough to bring back. And I think she actually has spells, right? Yeah, she has Cure, Heal, and Life. And she has Fire, and she has Thunder. I mean, since she is also there at the end of the game, one could argue that she's the legendary hero. And I wouldn't even be against that. One more to go. I think one of these battlefields actually has a piece of equipment. And I think you get the, like, ribbon type item from a battlefield. Well, it's just XP. But what about this one? Oh my god, there are so many of them. This is what I mean. As a kid, I got bored with these, so I didn't do them, and I missed out on spells and equipment. Listen, I love grinding in JRPGs, but I don't like. This is my biggest point of critique for this game: the battlefields. I think the idea can be cool, but it isn't. She also has, look how many spells she has, like spell slots, spell casts. She has more than 20 white casts. She has more than double my casts. Yeah, I will run around with a ribbon. Of course. I am jealous, yeah. Ribbons in Final Fantasy games are... how do I say? They are like trinkets or pieces of equipment that usually make you immune to all status effects, or most status effects, depending on the game. So they're insanely valuable. In certain games, they're almost like mandatory. Like in Final Fantasy 1, they save you from like insta-death attacks. And later on in the game, so many enemies just spam insta-death. So if not every single one in your party has a ribbon, you're just fucked. Because worst case, you run into like a party of 4 illithids. They're all faster than you. They all cast death on a different party member. Your whole party's dead without you being able to do anything. And you can't even grind to get more HP because death is death. Ah, the Toad Whip. But it is kind of relaxing to just sit about and grind some battlefields at a like box standard, even more than box standard, like simplified turn-based JRPG. This game is kind of a feel-good game for me because it is so simple. And obviously it's nostalgic for me, so... No, don't paralyze me! I'm really looking forward to trying the slow cooker. I probably will just make some broth this Sunday. I do have to get the ingredients though. I missed! Yeah, I think it will be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going swimming on Friday. More GP just. Because Ina's coming to visit, and we decided we want to go swimming when it's this hot out. Seems like a good excuse as any. One of the like inner, what's it called? Yeah, the inner inner city like man, I can't think of the word. Like outdoors. We're swimming outdoors. There are several like swimming places, not in the swimming hall. I always thought these scorpions had a mustache, by the way, but it's supposed to be the mandibles. Basically, in the nature bath that is, it's just directly on part of the river. Not a swimming lake, but in the river, or like canal, I guess. They have several of those. But I just realized I don't have swimming trunks. It is an official like bath or swimming establishment, I guess. They have like fenced in part of the river and put water through and out so that you don't have as strong of a current. Definitely not FKK. I need to acquire a pair of swimming trunks before. I don't think it's allowed to be naked in there. You can. I didn't really... I usually don't pay a lot of attention to it. Yeah, I think my supermarket... At least, even if the supermarket doesn't have it, there are some... there are, like, some other stores in the center that for sure someone will have, like, a swimming... like a pair of swimming trunks. I don't usually pay a lot of mind to those, like, swimming places because I prefer, usually, to swim in a swimming hall. But, with the opening hours being as stupid as they are, that's just not feasible. We can also go swimming sometime. Either there, I mean, it depends on if the weather stays warm. Or if you are here, I mean, you're usually here with your car. There's a really cool swimming hall. Like a short trip up north next to the Baltic Sea. You do have bathing suits, that's good for you. Better prepared than I am. I do love swimming as well. I would actually love to have like normal opening hours for a swimming hall so I could swim regularly again. You could borrow me one, but it wouldn't fit. I'm not above wearing a bathing suit as a joke. I've actually done it as a joke. I mean, I didn't go swimming in it. But yours will definitely not fit me, even for a joke. A frilly pink one. It's a two-piece. It still doesn't fit me. Excuse me? How did she die? I didn't pay attention. It still wouldn't fit me like a round. One more to go, but yeah, alright, they do get up. There's no resurrection out of combat in this game. I'm sure it would. If it makes you happy, we can try it out next time you're here. Again, I'm not above wearing a bathing suit as a joke, but no pictures. Nice, we won a magic win. That makes it seem like this is... I think that means we're immune to silence? A little speech bubble there? Like she has it as well. Yeah. Hey, we got something. Nice. Let's go to Aquaria. How about explosives? Yes, please. All of them, please. Maybe not all of them, because that's a lot. Like 30 of them, please. No thanks. All the healing herbs are frozen, so I can't make my cure potion. The ice doesn't even melt when heated. I could just try to wear the bottom one. Listen, if we're doing this, I'm going all the way. I guess the top isn't that special, though. I was more picturing like a bikini-style top, not a long top. But yeah, I'll wear it for a joke. But I don't think it will fit. The monster in the ice pyramid makes itself invisible. I was confused while she left. I can tuck it in. I sure can. Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, I don't know what I expected. I haven't figured you for one. I haven't taken you for one, so I don't know why I expected that. So Phoebe, where's Spencer trapped? In the tunnel he was digging under here. The dirt is frozen solid, so he can't get out. Can't we melt it? Not until we get wake water from the Spring of Life. But a monster in the wintry cave stole the Libra crest, which warps us from the Libra temple to the Life temple. How did I understand this as a child? This is so many things thrown in your face. Anyway, first we have to get that whatchamacallit crest back, right? Right, to the wintry cave. Thank you, that's all I need. Why can't I sleep in your beds? And not have to spend 100 gold. Well. Sir, please. There we go. Also, this game is insanely linear, so I guess there's only ever really like one way to go. I get. The cold air made Grandma sick. Can you get out of my way? Thank you very much. Another thing to do. I know later you can go in here. Oh, we can go over there, yeah. I don't think there is anything over there, but why not? A monster in the ice pyramid up north is draining the power of the crystal of water. Hey, that's our main objective. How about buying my steel helmet for 200 GP? Why do you have a steel helmet? But yes. I hope you're happy with a steel helmet. Nice. How much money do I have now? I did spend quite a bit. Well, 65. Refresh. What? There's a magic mirror which reflects the images of monsters. What the fuck? Like again, what do seed and refresher do? I can't even... Or maybe refresher is like it's like an item that resurrects. It's also a teleporter. That's why I can't use it in the menu out of combat. Lady, please. I just want to go down those stairs. There we go. I always thought this looked like Sonic the Hedgehog. Speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog, it's... They're hedgehogs. And they get bald. Yeah, they get bald. I remember that. I love this game. Unironically, I love this game. Alright, you're not strong enough to one-shot one of those. Damn paralysis! Oh, the claw's poison. If I weren't like fast forwarding through the text, I probably would have realized this. Yeah, it's strong against poison attack. But it does poison. Okay. Nice, level up. Oh, I need to. Right, before I go into the dungeon, I definitely need to use the inn just to get spell slots back. Para needle. There we go. Now they're both bald. No, I'm blind. Blinded by the light. I think I always hit the wrong button to open the menu. Because that's the button that it is in the Final Fantasy games. And I mean, it does get me there. On a, like, technicality. It does, yeah. I mean, it is a menu, just not the menu that I want to be in. There we go. I remember it this time. No! Don't blind Phoebe. Don't blind me! Oh. There we go. 3 more to go. Oh, I can use... I could use some, like, damage spells, right? Like fire. I always forget I have these. There we go. That's way easier. I'm going to refresh like spell cast anyway. No, I didn't. I just didn't question it. It's just the first thing. It wasn't a conscious thing for me to visualize a bikini. Basically, I gave it no thought, but it's the thing that I visualized. When you said it was a 2-piece, before that I did... Oh, it's just XP. Before you said it was a 2-piece, I did expect it to be like a singular bathing suit. That's what was in my brain, basically. Sure. It's expensive. Yeah, because it's said freely. I think that's what also put it over the top for me. I was like, I envisioned the most cliched thing ever. But now we're going to the Wintry Cave. And I think this is the last thing that we're doing today. This dungeon. We'll see. Ow, stop critting me. Yeah, I can understand that it's nicer than a One Piece. I mean, there's also the thing with like onesies, right? They do look all snuggly and comfy until you have to go to the bathroom. I know, I said the thing. That's why some of them have like a flap. But that, in my mind, that kind of makes it worse. I don't know, I never had a onesie. I mean, maybe as a child, probably as a child, or like a toddler. But as an aware human being, I did not have a onesie. Yeah. That's what I figured. I love that sometimes this just roll around into like weird conversations when you play a game like this. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you imagine going like outside in a onesie. I mean, okay, who goes outside in a onesie? But it is a shame, because they do look pretty comfy, I gotta say. Like, there has to be a time where I do have to get... Like, there are so many Pokemon onesies. The stereotypical one, obviously, is the Pikachu ones. Why did I say it so weird? Pikachu? Pikachu. That's how you pronounce it. Onesie. But man, there probably is a Bulbasaur onesie, right? I could go for that. There are some stylish ones. Now we got purple worms. Ow. This claw saved me. Here's how to use it. Select the claw, hold the A button, and A button down, press the control pad. Now it's yours. So now we got... Is it the last weapon? Yeah, it's the last weapon type. So now we got the last interaction, which is being able to climb. And again, this is such a neat, such a little thing, but I think it's pretty neat. To be able to have like some overworld interaction. And like very rudimentary puzzles. I remember not using the claws in battle at all as a child. Mainly because they don't do as much damage as like the axe. Also, she does way more damage now with a bow. But the claws like poison, and I think they have a higher crit chance. So they are worth it, in a theory. Most of the onesies are not fitted for tall people. The cuffs of feet are not bulky enough. Yeah, they do need to be like bulky and snuggly. Let me just do this. I mean, I guess it's also just that. Well, actually, what if... Oh, the arrows blind... Can blind enemies because she shoots arrows into their eye, I guess? Nice, got a level up. Still 4 levels under the other character I have, but hey, what are you gonna do? That could be a cool sewing project. I agree with you. I don't even know if I'm going the right direction. I mean, it's not like this game is super complicated in where to go. I remember these guys, they hold up their hands as their damage sprite. Goodbye. Every direction is the right one? Yeah, but which is the righter one? Like, which is the optional one? No! Because again, I don't want to miss anything, like, optional. Oh, this is just the way that loops back around. But there's something here. I don't know if that's... Oh, let's see. Yeah, they do look startled. Oh my god, that's quite a bit of damage. I know she has way more than I do. I mean, I guess this is the way to go, because in theory, this would be where we end up if we hadn't dropped. We'll just see. We'll just take a peek. Like her, no, you have to see the thinner stripes. Like you can see this, every one of the, like stubbier yellow blocks, like underneath, is one of the 40, like it's one row above. So when I take damage now, then it may seem that I get more of the like longer yellow bars, but the chubbier ones get red. Because it's basically health containers. Yeah, I was at the beginning, right? You see, this one just goes down here. Oh, but I think up top that's the boss? It's... It puts it wants me to go in 2 directions, and I don't like that. Well, I mean, enemies don't respawn in this game, so who gives a shit? Am I a one-dimensional kind of guy? Maybe. Oh, I dropped because I wasn't paying attention. God damn it, Phoebe, don't miss. No, but don't you know that when you go to a fork in a road in a game, and you want to go where the game doesn't want you to go first, because you want to get all the optional things before you continue down the path that you're actually supposed to go. Speaking about paths, I'm going to take another path to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Yeah, exactly. That's also part of it. I don't want to be dictated where to go by the game. I think this is the way to the boss. I do vaguely remember this. But I think we have to go back out anyway, like there's no looping around. Oh, we got turtles! And of course they hide in their shells when they're damaged. And since we have to go back out anyway, we can, on our way out, we can go into the other direction. Later on there are dungeons that you don't have to go out of. But especially early on, most of them you do. More like spooked turtles rather than spooky turtles. What are you doing to me? Ah, confusion. Who did you quake? Us or them? Okay, you quaked them. Thank you very much. This is something that can just happen in this game. You can just get confused, and then you use a spell on your own party and you're dead. But since again, you can just pretty much, yeah. Since you can just restart every encounter when you die, it's not really that big of a deal. You know what, I'm not doing this. Goodbye. It's a very simple sound effect for the fire, but it's etched into my brain. More arrows and more heal potions. It has been quite a while. I don't know when was the last time I played this game, but it's been a long while. Again, this was a game that as a child, I would occasionally just bring out. Be like, I feel like playing this game again. Kind of like a real comfort game. No! There's the boss. I already see him. I think this will be a 3-stream kind of game. It is rather grindy, yeah, but... I mean... There isn't really... Come to think of it, or say it like this way, there isn't really... that much to this game. But that's what makes it, like, enjoyable for me, or made it enjoyable for me as a kid. You have to think about it this way. Again, this was like an introductory RPG. And RPGs hadn't... Like, for quite a while, RPGs were not my favorite genre. I did play RPGs. This was my first. Played Diablo 2, I played Baldur's Gate 2. Played Fallout 2. 1 and 2, which I both really liked. Those were like... I mean, I liked Diablo and Baldur's Gate as well. I played Gothic 1 and 2, which I also really enjoyed. But for the longest time as a child and like teen, especially when it became time for me to... Became time, as it was inevitable. But when I started to like go to LAN parties, I was playing... Like, my favorite genre was probably RTS, real-time strategy. The game that first really got me into RPGs, and RPGs have been my favorite genre ever since, was probably Morrowind. And I didn't play Morrowind on release. I played Morrowind when Oblivion was already out. Like, I think I played Morrowind 2006 for the first time. It was one of those games that... It was like a... weird looking... It was a re-release for like 10 or 15 bucks in a weirdly looking box. And I was like, oh, I vaguely remember that from one of the like video game magazines I'm reading. I didn't know anything about it, I got it, I loved it, and since then RPGs have been my favorite genre, but they hadn't been before. They were a genre that I enjoyed, but not my thing. Like my big thing. Hello, squid. It's a squidite. Oh, he's... he doesn't care about fire. What about Quake? And you have Thunder. That should probably be good, right? Wow, that didn't do jack shit. I mean, he reduces magic also, so I should probably maybe just attack. Doom. Now we can focus on the big guy. Oh my god, the eyes. Don't sucker punch us. I'm gonna heal like the support hero I am. Yeah. I love the sprites in this game, man. Look at this. Poor guy. Goodbye. Oh my god. That must be the Libra crest. Let's take it and go to the Libra temple. There's a mark there that looks just like the design on the crest. Stand on it and we'll be warped to the Life Temple. Again. The sprites in this game. Oh wait, this is... That's where we would go out. Or we would come out the other way. I don't know if there's actually anything up there. We'll check it out. And then we will do the battlefield that's next to this temple. And then I know that going to the Life Temple doesn't really... Like, that should be done pretty quickly. So we'll do that as well, and that's probably the end of the stream for today. So like 20 minutes more? Hello. Oh no, I was still on cure. Don't mash A when you used the spell before. There we go. God damn it. That is true, but in the other Final Fantasy game, I did not have... like, I couldn't save everywhere. That's the main reason that my predictions are usually wrong in games. Oh. I guess there's another way to get to the other side. Well, it's fine with me. Ow, and you paralyzed yourself. Because I guess the claw can paralyze? I didn't even know that. What are you doing? Please don't quake us. Thank you. Alright, we're also poisoned. The game does keep track of multiple different... Okay, that was worth it. Multiple different status effects. But it only displays... It displays them in like an order of importance. Like the more they take away your... control, the more control they take away, the higher they are on the priority list for you to see, because they can only show you one, but that doesn't mean the others are gone. Oh, it's fish, man. It's a desert hag. It looks like neither a hag nor a desert. Or something that belongs in the desert. Also, it goes pog when when it's hurt. Maybe it's lost, yeah. But I mean, even if it were originally from the desert, it doesn't look like it should live in the desert. It looks like it would dry out very quickly. There we go. Nice snowman attack, though. Oh, I guess because it is supposed to be like icy, that's why it's weak against fire attack. We're not working on Pokemon logic here. I mean, I guess in Pokemon, ice is also weak against fire. I thought they looked more like... I don't have any more spell slots. They look more like water creatures than ice creatures. Ow. God damn it. Hit, please. Phoebe. More lizardy? They look so fishy, though. I'm not sure. I mean, they even have, like, webbed feet and fins. Maybe it's a translation thing. They just identify with dessert. I identify with all of the desserts. No. Oh, okay, thank you. I mean, not that wasting a spell charge is really that important here, but still would have annoyed me. There we go. With one is... With one is the desert, like the sandy place, but with one is also, and so with one is desert, which is the sandy place. With two is dessert, which is the sweet stuffs. But with one can also be pronounced dessert, and it means to leave someone or to leave something alone or to leave something. So, you know, English is just fucked up. 600 GP. And with one S, but pronounced dessert, can also be a noun, and it basically means that which you deserve. Yeah, we would. Yeah, it would be. I mean, for once, there's very rarely the case. Like, English is wild because it's such a mixture of a lot of different languages. English is just wild when it comes to some things that are written differently being pronounced the same, or things that are written the same being pronounced differently. It's just because they sometimes just happen to be like a word that, or like a phrase or a part of a word that became similar but being pronounced differently because it comes from two very different influences in the English language. Words and nouns are adjectives depending on the syllable you pronounce. First class, absolutely not the case in English. There's no rhyme or reason to that in English. Often it is that way, that when a word is a noun or an adjective, you read it on Pinterest. But again, I just gave you a case where it's not the case. You can desert something. It's a verb. I mean, I guess it's not an adjective. But desert and desert, like what you deserve, are both two nouns that are written the same way that are pronounced differently, because probably one comes from French and one comes from like Latin or Celtic influence. English is just wild. There was a meme going around a while, like years and years ago, where it was like, if we take this set of letters and pronounce it how they are pronounced in this word, and then on, like several different things, the word would be like yaohunku, but it was pronounced fish because each individual part in the words that they were taken from for the meme, it wasn't a real word, was pronounced very different than they seem at first glance. That must be the spring of life. Well, it doesn't really spring anymore, does it? The water's dried up. It's hopeless now. Don't give up yet. There's someone inside. Let's have a look. How do you know? How do you know there's someone inside? Also, nice tableau. A list of 472 words that are both nouns and verbs. Nice. Hello, old man. Nice nose. The quarry is in great danger. I know that. We need wake water to melt the ice. But the wake water has dried up. It's hopeless. Hear me. All that's left of the wake water is in this bag. Take it and go back to Aquaria. Oh, thank you. Zoom. Goodbye, old man. So the whole point of this being dried up is kind of pointless because it just gives you the thing you need anyway. No. I'll pass. I think I'll pass. But thanks for your hard, dedicated work. Wakewater, please save our town. I just don't want to be wrong. You got me there. That's it? I guess this town will stay frozen until the crystal of water shines again. Then we better hurry to the ice pyramid. Provingly wrong. Ah, no, I'm always right. That's the thing with me. And now he sells cure potions because I unfroze the healing herbs. Sure. Sure, can always go for some explosives. I'm not going to buy the last 3 bombs because I'm stingy. The Falls Basin. But this is where I'm going to stop for the day. We already have like more than a quarter of this game done. Like maybe close to a third, yeah. as I said, I think this game will take like 3 streams. A very short little nostalgic adventure. A look back on my first ever RPG, setting me on the path, becoming that annoying guy that has a Chrono Trigger tattoo. And I like it. After this game is done, I will play Final Fantasy VII also on Wednesdays, as I said before. Just so that we can, like, wrap it up. I'm looking forward to playing more Final Fantasy VII, but we've been playing for months now. And I do kind of want to get to a different game at this point. But I want to finish Final Fantasy VII. I'm looking forward to that. So for a while, I will play one game on both time slots. I think that will be fun. Not having those huge gaps sometimes in between. But this will be it for today. Thank you very much and save. I'm on the second disc. So we in Final Fantasy Final Fantasy VII, we are also like, I guess like 75% done. If the people are correct who told me like the time or like percentage estimates per disc. Yes, that's perfect because I did not have trivia prepared, but I will have trivia prepared for Sunday when we will play Final Fantasy VII again. And of course you have. And thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it, as always. It would have been even better. Oh, I know. Well, what can you do? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see each other on Sunday for more Final Fantasy VII. Till then.